Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because today, we're diving into one of the most eye-opening stories you will ever hear about money. A story that might actually change the way you look at your entire financial life. So grab your coffee, sit back, and let's get into it. Brian spent his whole life doing the same thing millions of people do every day. Wake up, go to work, get paid, pay bills, repeat. But one night, around 1 a.m., while staring at his bank account on his laptop, a strange question hit him out of nowhere. Do I even understand what money really is? He knew how to spend it. He knew how to earn it. But how it actually works? He had no clue, and this question was the beginning of a truth he wasn't prepared for. Most people say money is a medium of exchange or a store of value. And yeah, that's true. But Brian discovered something deeper. Money is just trust. A collective agreement. A piece of paper has value only because everyone agrees it does. A number on a screen means something only because the system says it means something. If tomorrow, everyone decided the dollar had no value, that's it. Game over. This was the first illusion Brian realized. We don't hold wealth. We hold promises. Centuries ago, a small group of people understood one thing. If you control trust, you control everything. So they built a system, banks, institutions, rules, designed to look complicated. So complicated that the average person would never question it. People like Brian were trained to use money, not understand it. If they didn't have enough, they blamed themselves. That wasn't an accident. It was the plan. When Brian first learned how banks actually work, his jaw dropped. He thought when he deposited money, the bank kept it safe. Nope. Banks take your money and loan it out. But here's the crazy part. They don't loan your money only. They loan money that doesn't even exist yet. Through something called fractional reserve banking, a bank might keep 10% of deposits and loan the rest. But when they give a loan, they literally create new digital money out of thin air. Every dollar in the system, beyond physical cash, is someone's debt. Your salary, your savings, your bank balance, they only exist because somebody else is paying interest on a loan. If loans stop, money disappears. The system needs constant debt just to stay alive. Think about this. If a bank creates a $1 million loan with 5% interest, you now need $1,050,000 in the economy to pay it back. But that extra $50,000 doesn't exist yet. Where does it come from? More loans, more debt, more people trapped. Debt isn't a mistake in the system. Debt is the system. And Brian realized something brutal. People would rather feel rich while living in debt than feel poor while being free. Brian started to notice something else. The system trains people to want things that signal success. The expensive house, the shiny car, the newest iPhone, a lifestyle they can't actually afford. And the banks made it easy. They let you experience the feeling of being rich today, and pay for it for the next 30 years. Debt turned into the perfect psychological trap. You're not in chains, you're in comfort. You can't quit your job. You can't take risks. You can't start a business. You're predictable, and predictable people are controllable. Brian always thought rich people didn't have debt. But he was wrong. They have debt. A lot of it, just not for the same reasons. When Brian used debt, it was to consume cars, vacations, things that lose value. When a wealthy person uses debt, it's to invest. Real estate, stocks, businesses. Their debt creates income. His debt created stress. And here's the part that blew his mind. While he was paying interest with after-tax dollars, the wealthy were writing off interest as a tax deduction. Same debt, opposite results. Brian learned about compound interest. If you invest $10,000 at 10% returns, in 40 years, it grows to over $450,000. But here's the catch. You need money first to invest. And the system keeps most people so busy paying debt, they never get the chance. The wealthy start building assets early. Most people start late, sometimes in their 50s. Just when they need money the most. The game was never fair. One night, Brian sat quietly and realized something. If the system is designed this way, then the problem isn't me. The problem is the game. And that moment changed him forever. He stopped trying to look rich. He stopped buying things for validation. He started saving intentionally. He started investing even small amounts. He focused on building assets instead of collecting debt. He couldn't escape the system entirely, but he changed the way he participated in it. And that made all the difference. You might not become a billionaire, but you can build a life where money serves you, instead of you serving it. Understanding the rules doesn't free you instantly, but it frees your mind. And that's where everything begins. Just like Brian, you can choose differently. Not perfectly, but intentionally. If you enjoyed this video or learned something new, don't forget to give it a like. Drop a comment below, share it with your friends. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more videos every week about money, life, and the systems that shape our world. See you in the next one, and remember, once you understand the game, you have a chance to win it. Thanks for watching.